Hello and welcome to the channel. Every year, the film industry brings us surprises, new technologies, talented directors, and beloved actors create true cinematic art. But what dazzling new releases will 2025 have in store for us? Let's find out right now. I've put together a selection of the hottest upcoming films that you absolutely can't miss. Get comfortable, and let's dive in. Minecraft, the movie, is an adventure film based on one of the world's most popular video games, transporting viewers into a vibrant and unique world built from blocks. The film stars actors like Jack Black, Jason Momoa, Danielle Brooks, Sebastian Hansen, and Emma Myers, with filming taking place in New Zealand from January to April 2024. The story follows four outsiders, Garrett, the scavenger Henry, Natalie, and Dawn, who stumble through a mysterious portal into a strange, cubic wonderland fueled by imagination. To find their way back home, the heroes must navigate this world, battle menacing pigs and zombies, and embark on a magical quest alongside a master named Steve. Adventures and challenges await, pushing all five to summon their courage and unleash their creative potential. Mickey 17 is a sci-fi comedy directed by Bong Joon-ho, based on Edward Ashton's novel Mickey 7. It stars Robert Pattinson in a completely new role, far removed from the sparkling vampire Edward Cullen of Twilight. Alongside him, the film features Naomi Ackie, Stephen Yeun, Toni Collette, Mark Ruffalo, and others. The story follows Mickey Barnes, who signs up for a mission to colonize the ice-covered planet Nibelheim. His role in the crew is simple but unenviable: to be expendable. He's tasked with handling dangerous jobs, dying, and then being reborn as a new clone that retains the memories of its predecessor. When the 17th clone goes missing, the rest of the mission crew assumes he's dead, and a new Mickey is created. But then, unexpectedly, Mickey 17 returns to the base. I think this film is going to be awesome. In the Lost Lands Asterisk is an upcoming epic fantasy film by American director Paul W.S. Anderson, adapted from the short story of the same name by George R.R. Martin. The leading roles are played by Dave Bautista and Mila Jovovich. The story follows Grey Alice, a powerful sorceress who can provide anything for a steep price. Queen Melange, desperate to gain the ability to shapeshift and become a werewolf, seeks her out. Alice, accompanied by the Wanderer Boys, journeys to the Lost Lands, where they encounter demons and humans, exploring the nature of good and evil, love, and the bitterness of loss. Sinners is an upcoming film from Warner Brothers, set in a mystical and paranormal world. Directed and produced by Ryan Coogler, known for works like Black Panther, Creed, and Space Jam: A New Legacy, the film has a brief but intriguing synopsis. Attempting to leave their troubled past behind, twin brothers return to their hometown for a fresh start, only to discover a far greater evil awaiting them, ready to welcome their return. Mission: Impossible, The Final Reckoning is an American spy action film directed by Christopher McQuarrie, with Tom Cruise serving as a producer. The movie is based on the television series Mission: Impossible, created by Bruce Geller, and acts as a direct sequel to Mission: Impossible – Dead Reckoning. Tom Cruise returns for the 8th film as the franchise's central character, Ethan Hunt, a role he has portrayed for 29 years. Henry Czerny, Simon Pegg, Vanessa Kirby, Haley Atwell, Shea Wiggum, and Palm Clemente also reprise their roles from previous films in the series. Esai Morales returns from the 7th film as the antagonist. The story picks up after the events of Mission: Impossible – Dead Reckoning, with Ethan tasked with destroying the artificial intelligence known as the Entity and stopping his old enemy, Gabriel. Ballerina is an upcoming American neo-noir action thriller directed by Len Wiseman and written by Shay Hatton. As the 5th film in the John Wick franchise, it serves as a spin-off, with its events unfolding between the 3rd and 4th installments. The story centers on Eve Macaro, a talented ballerina and professional assassin, portrayed by Ana de Armas. This character previously appeared in the 3rd film, where she was played by Unity Phelan. The film is overseen by key figures from the John Wick universe, with producers Basil Iwanek, Erica Lee, and Chad Stahelski at the helm. Returning to their roles are Angelica Houston, Keanu Reeves, Ian McShane, and Lance Reddick, though the appearances of Reeves, McShane, and Reddick are limited to cameo scenes of varying length. The synopsis for Ballerina is brief but compelling. Driven by a thirst for revenge, a skilled assassin and talented ballerina sets out to avenge the death of her family. 28 Years Later is an upcoming post-apocalyptic horror film directed by Danny Boyle, serving as a continuation of 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later. Production began in 2007, but by October 2010, the project was delayed due to disputes over creative rights. In January 2024, it was officially announced that the third film, titled 28 Years Later, was in development. The film stars Jodie Comer, Aaron Taylor-Johnson, Ralph Fiennes, and Jack O'Connell. The plot unfolds 28 years after a virus has ravaged Britain, turning the infected into aggressive, flesh-eating monsters. In this terrifying world, a young boy sets out to find a doctor to save his dying mother. F1 is an upcoming sports drama featuring Brad Pitt, Javier Bardem, and Damson Idris in leading roles. Work on the film was first announced on December 3, 2021, with Brad Pitt confirmed for the starring role from the outset. Joseph Kosinski took the director's chair, while Aaron Kruger penned the screenplay. In April 2023, Damson Idris Validators was cast in a supporting role after an extensive audition process, which included multiple screen tests and evaluations to ensure the actors could handle the intense demands of high-speed driving. In January, they underwent several driving trials. Kerry Condon and Tobias Menzies later joined the cast. The film's synopsis is as follows. Sonny Hayes, a Formula One star, retired from the sport after a severe crash in the 1990s. Years later, a struggling team owner approaches him to return as a second driver and mentor to a prodigy named Joshua Pierce. Superman Asterisk is the highly anticipated reboot of one of DC's most iconic superhero franchises. DC loves rebooting its franchises so much that we might one day see a film like Superman Origins, where Clark Kent hatches from an egg, but let's avoid spoilers for now. This new film marks a fresh start for the DC cinematic universe, with Henry Cavill not returning to the role, and the story having no connection to Zack Snyder's films. This time, James Gunn takes the director's chair, promising a fresh perspective on Superman's story while preserving everything we love about the character. Filming was initially set to begin on January 24th, but due to the actors' strike in America, production was delayed. On February 29, 2024, Superman's canonical birthday according to DC lore, principal photography finally kicked off. The role of Superman went to David Corenswet, previously seen in recent films like Twisters and Pearl. While the plot remains tightly under wraps, official statements and trailers suggest the following. Clark Kent, aka Superman, must reconcile his Kryptonian heritage with the human upbringing he received from his adopted family in Smallville. We'll witness his growth and transformation as he becomes a more mature and responsible hero. That wraps up my selection. Let me know in the comments which films caught your interest, and don't forget to check out the Telegram channel. It's a real gem for anyone who loves watching movies or series. Until next time, enjoy great cinema!